We did our project on effectively gathering population estimates on the short-beaked echidna. The short-beaked echidna is a monotreme found in Australia. A monotreme is an egg-laying mammal that possesses only one hole called a cloaca. Once their young is hatched, echidnas feed them through specialized hair follicles that produce milk. The problem with collecting population estimates on the short-beaked echidna is that they are known for their cryptic and mostly solitary behavior, and they have large home ranges. The echidna is not attracted to any baits, sounds, or movements. These behaviors make it incredibly difficult to ensure unbiased sampling and accurate population estimates. The first way you can collect population data on echidnas is through camera traps. The pros of this method is that camera traps are generally a passive and stress-free method. They can show a female echidna along with multiple males coming to the burrowing sites. You can color code their spines, and color coding will ensure that you do not count the same individual more than once, and this would make it so that you don't negatively impact your population estimates. The color coding of the spines is a non-invasive way of telling them apart, and you do not need to recapture individuals in order to identify them. The cons is that if the echidnas are not yet color-coded, it is almost impossible to identify them. The color on the spines is only temporary and it can wear off, and it can be difficult to see the coloring on the spines in certain pictures or recordings. This is a picture of a camera trap. Usually they're placed low to the ground or near burrowing sites. So another method is pit tags. The pros of this method is that the codes are unique to each individual, and that the tags are injected, so it's unlikely for them to fall out or be damaged. They also don't affect the survival or reproductive success of the individual. So cons of this method are that the tags are invasive since they are injected under the echidna's skin, and that you would have to recapture the individuals to identify them. This is a picture of the pit tags as well as a needle used to inject them, and this is a picture of an injection gun that can also be used to inject them.
The third method is radio transmitters. The pros of this method is that since they travel in trains during the breeding season, one radio transmitted echidna can potentially lead us to even more. This method also leads us right to the transmitted echidna. The cons of this method is that you can lose track of echidnas if they travel too far out of range. Echidnas can also shed their transmitters, which will make it impossible to track them. The picture at the top is different radio transmitters that you can attach to the spines of echidnas. And the picture on the bottom is a truck with a whip antenna. This truck is used to drive as close as you can to the echidna until you have to walk on foot using a handheld receiver to locate the echidna. Our recommendation is that we recommend camera traps for effectively gathering population estimates on echidnas. This method is a lot cheaper than the other ones, and it is the least invasive. Individuals can be identified by easily color coding the spines. This also ensures that individuals are not counted more than once. When it comes to color coding the spines, we only need to capture the individual once. After the initial capture, individuals can be identified through camera trapping. Placing the camera traps near burrows and foraging sites will allow us to effectively detect the echidnas. The infrared cameras allow us to see them at night, which is when they're most active during warmer months. The cameras detect movement and will snap pictures and recordings. The picture on the left is a camera trap photo of an echidna who has walked past a sensor, which snapped the photo. And the picture on the right is an echidna with color-coded spines. You can see like orange and yellow and red. We also added a cute little picture of an echidna with its tongue sticking out. And the picture on the right, if you look closely, its back feet are sticking outward while its front feet are sticking inward. This kind of makes them waddle when they walk, which is really cute. And having their feet like this helps them create burrows. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments below, and thank you for watching.